So I'll try to make this video in English. I'll try. But anyway, it's a video that I was thinking to make for a while now, and I think it's gonna help a bunch of people. It's about little habits that we can't avoid that much in our today's society. So these habits would have, let's say, a bad toll on our bodies if we're not trying to fight it back. So something like sitting at a desk job, which a lot of y'all that are doing it, me in a while as well, or driving for extended periods of times, like me now, or like many others out there. But yeah, those little things can have a toll on our bodies, like I said. If we're not strength training, if we're not stretching, if we're not trying to correct them while doing them, pardon me, we can get forward head, we can get around the shoulders, we can get tight hamstrings, knee pain, lower back pain, etc., right? Driving, okay, there are a few things you can do about it. So while for example, me, when I'm driving, I will try to switch positions all the time. I don't like sitting in the same position for too long or whatever. It just bothers my lower back, it bothers my hamstrings, my heels. I don't know, I don't like it. Plus, my body will adapt to that certain position, and that's something that also doesn't make me feel comfortable, right? Mentally. Sitting, for example, here, yeah, hell yeah, I'm comfortable like this. Oh my god. But just standing like this, sitting like this, might get me around the shoulders, right? Or standing like this might get me around the shoulders. Also, the headrest of most of the seats are the other way, and having it like this with your head in this position again get you forward and head. Not much you can do about hamstrings, unless you want to get down. You should probably get down at least every other hour and stretch them for a little bit. I'll show you towards the end of the video how to do that as well. But that's one thing. Position of your feet. If you keep your feet this way, or if you keep your feet that way, that one has the tool as well, and I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, try this out and have your head, just for example, if you can turn it around so it's not leaned forward anymore, that's gonna help. For example, me, I'm doing this all the time, where while I'm driving, I'm trying to stretch it and hold it over there for a little bit, because I want my spine actually to adapt to this kind of position. And when I get out the car, my actually head stays straight, my spine is aligned, I'm not like hunched like that, right? Also, the seats are pretty much concave, I guess that's the word. I'm not 100% sure about that one either. Again, fucking English is complicated sometimes. But if they're like this, your shoulders can pick up, so I always try to retract my scapulas and depress them and keep them all the way down over there. That way my chest is forward, and again, when I get down the car, I don't feel too much hunched forward, right? So, but for the lower back, I usually, like I said, just change these positions. I go a little bit up here, and then after a while, I go back up. I keep moving my feet around. If I drive for a long period of time, I just put on cruise control and I keep moving my feet around. Unless it's traffic, then I have to have my foot on the pedal. Okay, so this is something that we see usually a lot of people are doing it, right? We're just braking here or just sitting in this position. So if you pay attention now a little bit, my toes are not aligned with my patella anymore, right? That might put a little bit of stress on my joints. Therefore, I might get tight or I might get knee pain. So what I usually do, I try to keep my heels out and my toes aligned with my patella. If I brake, I move my foot a little bit, or I just go here. But my heels are trying to be out as much as possible, so my toes are being aligned with my patella right now, right? So that's what kind of like fixed my knee pain that I had a while back. And again, I didn't have any injuries on my knees as well either. So this is one thing you can do, and I'm gonna show you guys some stretches right now. All right, so I was talking about a few stretches, right? If I do drive for a lot of time, or if I sit at the desk for extended period of time, I gotta get up and stretch for a little bit. Every hour, every other hour, I gotta get a stretch, right? In this case, I've been driving for a few hours now. I usually pull on the right side, get around the car just not to get killed, open up the window, grab it with my hands, I push my chest towards the floor, arch my back and pop the butt up at the same time. It's almost like a twerking, right? So right here, chest towards the floor, and push down and pull at the same time. Twist a little bit left and right. So that just popped my spine a little bit, right? Decompressed a little bit my vertebrae, so it makes me feel more looser. Then I open up the door and I stretch the hamstrings a little bit. So I make sure my feet are both forward, right? So what I usually do, I go with my head towards my knee and my opposite hand towards my foot, right? So I go down here, hold it there for a while, at 30 to 45 seconds more precisely. Make sure to keep your legs straight, okay? Otherwise you won't feel that hamstring. Okay, switch. Get the other one in there. Same thing. Feet forward, both of them. I go down. Oh my God, this is tight. Jesus. Oh. Okay. Got one more. This is for the lower back. I like to lead with my stomach. So everything is from the hips first. I go like this. Okay, knees are straight. And then again, I reach with my hands towards my toes and my head towards my knees. And pull myself down. Okay, we got one more in the car and then that's it. Alright, so this is the last stretch. I get my hand behind the headdress, again the headdress that I've been turning around. This right here loosens up a bit my shoulder. I think that's English. But for 30 to 45 seconds, I just, oh my God, I thought that's an alligator. Jesus. There was a piece of rubber, like a tire or something. I really thought it was an alligator. It's in California here, in the desert. I don't think we can find that. But anyway, shoulder, elbow is pointing back. And I keep for 30 to 45 seconds and I switch sides, open up the window and do the same thing, right? Here, 30 to 45 seconds. That was it. I hope you guys find it useful. If you do so, share with family or friends. And I mean, let's try to be all healthy and functional, right? See you guys in the next video. Bye.